大家好，今天我们将一起沉浸在香港影史中伟大的故事之一《无间道》。在故事结束后，还能建立起像母语者一样的语言直觉。现在，闭上眼睛，我们开始吧。
1991. The heat in Hong Kong is heavy and humid. Inside a dimly lit temple, the air is thick with the sweet, suffocating smell of incense. Sam, a powerful triad leader, stands before a group of young, nervous men. He isn't a large man, but his presence fills the room. He looks at them with a calm, almost fatherly smile. A man should create his own destiny, he tells them, but sometimes destiny needs a little help. Among these men is Liu Jianming. He is young, handsome, and has a face that looks like it could never tell a lie. This is why Sam chose him. Sam's plan is a long-term investment. Send clean-faced boys into the police academy, let them become perfect officers, and then wait for the day they can protect the triad from within. Liu nods. He takes the mission. He is a ghost, entering the house of the law. At the Hong Kong Police Academy, another young man named Chen Yongren stands in a line of recruits. He is the best student the academy has seen in years. But Chen has a secret in his blood. His father was a notorious triad boss. When the academy finds out, Superintendent Wong is waiting. Wong looks at Chen, not with judgment, but with an offer. "I want to kick you out," Wong says, "so the whole world believes you are a failure. Then, I want you to go back to the world your father lived in. Tell me what they are doing." Chen looks at the uniform he worked so hard to earn. He realizes that to be a hero, he must first become a villain. The most famous moment of their youth happens at the academy gate. Chen is expelled. He carries a small bag, walking slowly away. As he passes the gate, he walks right past Liu Jianming. For 1 second, their eyes lock. Liu sees a man who has lost his future. Chen sees a man who has stolen it. They swap lives. From this moment on, Liu will spend 10 years pretending to be a hero, while Chen will spend 10 years pretending to be a criminal. 10 years is a long time to stay in character. It is 3,650 days of waking up and wondering which face to put on. Chen Yongren has become a master of the underworld. He has scars on his arms and a coldness in his eyes. But the cost has been his sanity. Chen suffers from a profound, soul-crushing loneliness. He visits a psychiatrist named Dr. Li, but he doesn't go there to talk. He goes there to sleep. In her office, on a simple recliner chair, he finally feels safe enough to close his eyes for 40 minutes. It is the only place in Hong Kong where no one is trying to kill him. In one heartbreaking scene, Chen is walking down a busy street. He sees a woman. It's May, his former girlfriend. "I heard you're still involved with those people," she says, her voice full of pity. "I'm a gangster," Chen replies, his heart breaking as he says the words. "That's who I am." May tells him her daughter is 6 years old. Chen looks at the little girl. He does the math. He realizes the girl belongs to him. He wants to reach out and touch her hair, but he can't. A ghost can't have a family. He watches them walk away, disappearing into the crowd, and he realizes he has sacrificed his own blood for a badge he hasn't worn in a decade. Meanwhile, Liu Jianming is living the dream. He is a senior inspector. He lives in a high-rise apartment with glass walls. He is engaged to Mary, a novelist who is writing a story about a man with 28 personalities. Is the main character a good man or a bad man? Liu asks her one night. "I don't know yet," she says. He doesn't know either. Liu stares at the white walls of his perfect apartment. He loves the clean life. But whenever Sam calls him on a burner phone, Liu feels a cold shiver. Sam is the only person who knows that Liu's perfect life is built on a foundation of blood and lies. Destiny eventually brings the two men together in a small, dusty audio shop. Neither knows who the other is. "Try this cable," Chen says, acting as a shop assistant. They sit together on a small sofa. The music begins to play, a song by Tsai Chin called The Forgotten Time. The high notes are clear. The bass is deep, Liu remarks, closing his eyes. For 3 minutes, the two moles are at peace. They are not enemies. They are just two men who appreciate beautiful things. But the song ends. The spell breaks, and they return to their separate wars. The war turns violent during a massive cocaine deal. Sam is meeting Thai traffickers at the docks. Chen is inside Sam's room. He sits near the window, his hand casually resting on his leg, but his fingers are moving. Tap, 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 tap. He is using Morse code. "The shipment is coming in 20 minutes, the Morse code says. But Liu is also in the police command center. He sees the Morse code being intercepted. Liu must save Sam to save himself. He sends a secret text message to Sam's phone. The police are outside. Cancel the deal. The result is a stalemate. Sam throws the drugs into the ocean. The police find nothing. Later, Sam and Wong sit across from each other, eating takeout food. "You think you can win?" Sam asks, laughing. "I've been doing this for 20 years, Wong replies, calmly. "I can wait." Wong and Chen meet on a rooftop of an old building. It is the only place they can speak. "It's been 10 years, Ren," Wong says, looking at the tired man in front of him. "I'm sorry. Just give me Sam, and I will bring you back. I promise." Wong gives Chen a gift for his birthday, a watch. It's a cheap watch, but Chen puts it on as if it were made of gold. But they have been followed. Liu has sent a team of triad assassins. Chen manages to escape, but Wong stays behind. He faces the assassins alone. A few minutes later, Chen is walking away, trying to look like a normal pedestrian. Suddenly, he hears a sound, a horrific, heavy thud. A body has fallen from the roof. It lands on top of a taxi, crushing the metal. It is Wong. Chen stops. He turns around. Slowly, the world goes silent. He cannot scream. He cannot run to his friend. He has to stand there, just a few feet away, and pretend he is a stranger. He watches the blood pool on the roof of the taxi. He watches the man who was like a father to him die in the dirt. This is the turning point for Liu Jianming. When he sees the brutal way Sam's men killed Wong, he feels a wave of disgust. Liu decides to take a massive gamble. He uses Wong's phone to contact the ghost. "Chen, I want to finish Sam," Liu says over the phone. "I can help you. I can restore your identity." The plan works. Liu leads the police force to ambush Sam in a dark parking garage. Sam is trapped. He sees Liu and smiles, thinking his mole has come to save him. "Where have you been?" Sam asks. Liu doesn't answer. He raises his gun and shoots Sam in the chest. As Sam lies dying, his eyes are wide with shock. He realizes too late that the good cop he created has become his executioner. Chen arrives at the station, walking through the halls he hasn't seen in 10 years. He sits in Liu's office. He is finally going to be a real person again. But while Liu is out of the room, Chen's eyes fall on an envelope. It's the background check Sam did on him. On the corner, there is a small, handwritten note. Chen recognizes the handwriting. The realization hits him like a lightning bolt. The man who saved him is the same mole who caused Wong's death. Chen leaves the office immediately. When Liu returns, he finds a note on his desk. "I know who you are. The final confrontation happens on a rooftop, high above the neon lights. Chen holds a gun to Liu's head. "I want to be a good man now," Liu pleads. His voice is trembling. "Just give me a chance." Chen looks at him with a mixture of hatred and pity. "I'm sorry," Chen says. "I'm a cop." "Who knows that?" Liu sneers. The elevator door opens. Another police officer, Lam, appears. Chen Yongren falls to the floor. He is dead. But the shooter wasn't Liu. It was Lam. Lam looks at Liu and smiles. "Don't worry," Lam whispers. "I'm also a mole sent by Sam. We're the only ones left." Liu looks at the dead body of Chen Yongren. He realizes that the cycle of evil will never end. Liu pulls his gun and shoots Lam in the head. When the elevator reaches the lobby, the doors open. Liu walks out slowly. He holds up his badge. "I'm a cop," he says. The film ends at a cemetery. Chen Yongren is finally buried with full honors. His name is written on a hero's grave. Liu Jianming stands in front of the grave. He salutes. To the rest of the world, Liu is a hero. But the final shot focuses on his eyes. He is trapped. He has killed every person who knew his secret, but in doing so, he has killed his own soul. He must spend the rest of his life pretending to be a man he is not. Chen is dead, but he is free. Liu is alive, but he has entered the Avicii hell. He is the ghost now, haunting a life that doesn't belong to him. The film ends with the old Buddhist proverb, "The ultimate suffering is to live forever in the infernal realm." Liu Jianming walks away, a prisoner of his own success, while the ghost of Chen Yongren finally finds peace in the silence.
恭喜你又完成一次沉浸式的英语学习。如果你喜欢这种沉浸式学习体验，请给影片点个赞并订阅。在评论区告诉我，你更同情哪个角色？陈友仁还是刘建明？我们下一个故事见。